Hey, hi, welcome. I am Meredith and I am here with our message for Wednesday, April 19th, 2023. Yeah, don't even ask. All right. What do we have going on? We've got a lot going on. We're on the eve of a solar eclipse. We've got the sun and the moon today, both in Aries, and everything is about to shift into Taurus. The sun's moving in Taurus. We're having a new moon. We're having this solar eclipse. And then on Friday, we move into Mercury retrograde officially, even though most of us are already feeling uh, the essence, the whisper of Mercury retrograde. So I thought we'd do something different today. We're using two different versions of the Sawyer's Path decks that I have in my collection. So we have Sawyer's Path Tarot Transitions deck, and then we have the Sawyer's Path deck that we all know and love so well. I thought we'd take a look at what is phasing in or out as we come into this solar eclipse, and what self-mastery from the traditional Sawyer's Path deck we are engaging to make shift, change, transition in this really unique atmosphere. So let's get right to the cards. Our first is the transitional energy of the Empress. What a great card to start out with. We had her in our reading on Monday, so it's lovely to see her here again. And what we're witnessing in the transitions deck is the phase of gestation, from dream to reality. So from what we've been nurturing into being and making it a reality for ourselves on our foundation. The self-mastery we're engaging for this is, look at this, 9 of Cups and the Lovers. Wow, that's really beautiful energy for us, because what that says is that we've drawn upon prior fulfillment in the 9 of Cups, which is an answered prayer, a fulfilled manifestation, a dream come true. We talked about this in Monday's reading because we had 3 9s pop out at the very beginning of that reading. Also, a shout out to a very dear soul who reminded me that when you add those 3 9s together, you get 27, and then 2 and 7 equal what? Yeah, you heard it, 9. There it is. So 9 is one of those numbers that indicates we are nearing fulfillment of something. We're tying up loose ends. We're bringing things across some sort of threshold for ourselves. So we're leaning into the prior fulfillment that has brought us great inner unity of our divine feminine, divine masculine. We're leveraging that into the Empress energy to bring more of the 9 of Cups we saw on Monday into the here and the now. Let's see what's next. Yeah, what's that all about but the 4 of Wands? And do recall, remember that day, the week prior, when we found a Sawyer's Path 4 of Wands card mixed in with Angel Answers? This card is no stranger to us. And what's so sweet about seeing it sit right next to the Empress is we're talking about the transition of bringing something literally to our foundation, which is something I already spoke about over here. So we're leaning into the fulfillment of dreams and goals that have already come to pass and have strengthened our inner unity, and we're bringing that to the next level of our 4 of Wands life experience. Remember, this is a great portal card. You want to see this card on an eclipse because you are stepping through a gateway of sorts. When there is eclipse energy, we are exposed to rare, uncommon spiritual support, astrological influences that flow with us for 6 to 18 months or more. And do recall, as I mentioned in another reading previous to this one, I do feel that we have the influence of the prior eclipse season back in the fall. It's overlapping with this one, and I feel we're bringing to fulfillment many of the ideas, inspirations, dreams, achievements that we had our hearts focused upon back then. We're bringing that into fulfillment. So this is what's phasing in on our Four of Wands. Look at this. And the self-mastery energy that we are applying to this is the Ace of Cups. So we're definitely dipping into love, bliss, joy, happiness from prior experience here on this Nine of Cups and the one we saw on Monday with the other two nines beautifully. We're pouring, we are standing in the flow of what's pouring out of this Ace of Cups on our Four of Wands foundation. This is really profound energy for us to accept, allow, celebrate. Next, we had two cards come out of the Transitions deck, the first of which is the Seven of Wands. I was just reading up on this card yesterday because there are times where this one still vexes me. I know, it's a little nuts. Though that's good because the tarot cards can continue to inspire us to learn more, consider more, receive more intuition upon. So the Seven of Wands is a card that encourages us to take a look at the bigger picture. Interesting. And we're doing that here. We're taking our collective successes off the six because we have these other six wands right out in front of it. So we're taking the collective experience of prior success, victory, and homecoming to our own heart space, and we're using that to transition us into a new phase of greater happiness on this Four of Wands through the energy of the Ace of Cups, our own inner harmony on the Lovers, and the rippling, broadcasting overflow of prior Nine of Cups fulfillment to give birth to what's in our hearts now. Coming with this is the Nine of Pentacles, which is the minor arcana version of the Empress. So now we have the Empress energy showing up twice in the reading for us. The Empress squared. This is a card of interdependence and independence, not codependency. So keep that in mind. We have a lot of abundance on this card. We have some abundance in the unseen right now that I feel we are dipping into through intuitive guidance. So we're actually reaching into the ether with our own soulful presence to bring forth the abundance required to apply to the bigger picture that we are dreaming for in our heart space now. The self-mastery we're engaging with this, oh my goodness. How perfect could that get? There's the Emperor. Wow. Aries fire, direct, take action, really engaging our knowledge, the totality of our life experience to bring to bear on these energies as they phase into our life. Oh, fantastic. Next, Seven of Pentacles. Yes, we're accessing the energy of the harvest that's already on the vine and growing in the process of becoming. The Seven of Pentacles is such an exquisitely rich card of fulfillment, and it speaks to the quality and caliber of energy that we invest on what will eventually pay reward in the now and the oncoming. So this is where we're at in our consideration based on past experience. So we're feeling quite successful when we are in consideration for what it means to create heaven on earth on our Four of Wands foundation. And that's what sevens bring to us in tarot. I just spoke on this a couple of days ago or a day or so ago with some dear friends, and sevens in tarot, as you know, we talk about, they are indicative of creating heaven on earth. And it's because they're made up of the number 3 and the number 4, 3 being the number of heaven and 4 being the number of earth. There it is. That's why the 7s are so profound in tarot. What self-mastery are we engaging for our 7 of Pentacles? Another of the happiest cards in tarot. There's the Sun. Brilliant clarity, happiness, love, joy. Our own soulful innocence represented in this card. You know, it's excited anticipation with wonder and awe. I actually feel that this connects to the Tower that we saw, I believe it was in yesterday's reading. It's just this excited anticipation with awe and wonder that I feel that Tower was representing for us in the previous reading. How beautiful is this? What a message of encouragement and celebration here for us. So we may have many things in transition that may not be fully interactive on our foundation, though look at the energy that's fueling its fulfillment in the now. Next card, we have the 5 of Cups. Oh my gosh. You know, looking at this card in this transition deck, doesn't it speak so boldly and profoundly to emotional satisfaction for resolving emotional issues of our past? Right here we're engaging 9 overflowing cups of bliss, joy, and happiness on this 9, along with the Lover's card, choosing to be very deliberate about how we direct this flow of energy. And then we have the 5 of Cups, where we witness a pause. Typically this card is spoken of in terms of grief and or remorse. And I've never felt that way about this card. I have felt, because it's a 5, and 5s are the number of change, they're also the number of instability, that we've shaken something up for ourselves here in this particular 5 to bring resolution to past experiences that have the potential to engage our ego. And we do this successfully. Like when these situations and circumstances arise for us on the emotional level, we look to strengthening and deepening our bond within self-relationship. Lover's card done successfully over here and right next to the Ace of Cups and the Emperor, then followed by the Sun. That's powerful spiritual journey work. So here we're taking a pause to reflect, to recollect, and to have appreciation and gratitude for what has helped shape us and grow us into the being right here in this moment, so that we can go on strengthened in our self-relationship, in ever strengthening bond with our own selves, so that we are in harmonized unity. So what kind of self-mastery are we using to take this action here? This 5 of Cups is turned into quite an action card. And, you know, we see the take action message come out of angel answers often. So I feel that this card represents the action we've taken to move beyond something that at one time was limiting for us, so we could move ahead in our own personal sovereign unity. And what are we doing but engaging yet another 5, the 5 of Wands. This is a passionate debate, and it comes with the Ace of Wands. Together they make the 6, victory and success. So we're definitely tuning into the victories and successes of unstable moments that have come our way previously, and we have transformed, transitioned, if you will, those experiences into the motivation, the drive, the ambition, and the desire to engage our skill and talent and take the gift and the blessing of passion from the divine as a cosmic gift. So wave this magic wand over everything that you are in transition with. Engage your knowledge, engage your experience, trust this beautiful flow coming out of the Ace of Cups. Trust yourself, relationship, and all the dreams you have already fulfilled, and dive deep into the flow of greater fulfillment that's coming our way on the Four of Wands over here through the energy of the Empress. And tap your resources, tap your spiritual, physical, mental resources to bring everything into the brilliant clarity, love, light of the sun. All right, let's take a look at the bottom of the decks. It should be interesting. Out of the unseen and in transition is, how perfect is that? The Two of Wands, clarified by or with the Six of Swords. Excellent. So that's us sailing right through this gateway on the Two of Wands, going for our new world vision, entertaining the bigger picture, and making it a reality in this Four of Wands. So we're smooth sailing into calmer waters for ourselves. The next transitional energy we have here off the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. This for me right now, as I look at it, this is making the dream a reality. See, it's coming out of the ether and into the now with hello, Scorpio. There's the Death card. Transformation within the transitional energies, within the eclipse energy. And what a perfect card to have, because as I've said earlier on, I do feel a connection to the eclipse energy in the fall, right around Scorpio season, or on the cusp of Scorpio season, as it was phasing out, I believe. That's when they were taking place. So here it is. And look at us sailing right into the sun with the Death card, fully transformed from everything that you see here. Can you even imagine where we're taking ourselves next? All right, last, not least, look at this. In transition with the sun, see, a whole new dream begins to take shape for us. Thank you, Four of Swords. Thank you, Death card. So the sun is showing twice out of these two decks. Well, it's showing more than that on some of the other cards. And the self-mastery that we're engaging with the sun, look at this, the everything card, our 10 of Pentacles. That's home, hearth, family, friends, beloved. How beautiful. This is the legacy of happiness. And this, all this energy that we've seen come out of these cards creates a legacy of great happiness for us in our spiritual journey, on our journey. All right. Not that we need many more cards here, but let's do angel answers. We'll take a couple of these. If you've got a question, let's ask it of the deck. More confirmation there from the two upright cups on the Five of Cups and the Lovers, romance. Your life is your greatest romance. You are your own best lover ever. And remember, when you see this card, it's yet another reminder that you are met the way that you show up. So show up as the greatest love of all. Whoa. And you'll be met with the greatest love of all. Yes. All right. I just feel one more of these cards for us. I just saw the emphatic yes fly by in the shuffle. Take action. There it is, showing up again for us. This isn't an issue. This is our action. Everything you see in these tarot cards, this is the action we're taking on a lot of levels, in a lot of ways. Let's have a final word from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. How is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? Ooh, I just got the hypnotic wave from shuffling. We have first breath. Oh, beginner's mind. How sweet. I feel that this brings us right back to the Empress over here. We're taking our first breath with some really new, wonderful, fulfilling, exciting energies that create our 10 of coins, the everything card. Woo! Thanks for joining me, everyone. Thanks for tuning in and watching. I am enjoying your emails, your comments. Really appreciate you putting them out there. Have a beautiful Wednesday. Have a beautiful eclipse. Peace, love, happiness. Namaste.